Hey guys, what's going on? James here. In this video today, we're going to be talking about Tampa Bay Buccaneers offensive coordinator Josh Grizzard and how he has been progressing in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2025 training camp. There's a lot of quotes from Todd Bowles talking about Grizzard so far to this point, so let's go ahead and dive right into it. Firstly, Todd Bowles on how offensive coordinator Josh Grizzard is doing this training camp. Bowles said he's handling himself great. I mean, he's doing an excellent job. They talk, they figure things out. It's different in practice every day for the offense and defense. The offensive installs are different from the defensive installs. Some things they have don't fit the defense right away. Some things the defense has doesn't fit the offense right away. It's important that we're not game planning, that they don't panic and continue on the path they're on to get the things in they need to get in. He's doing a good job at that. Let me go ahead and read that last sentence yet again. It's important that we're not game planning, that they don't panic and continue on the path they're on to get the things in they need to get in. He's doing a good job of that. Okay, so things are not panicky right now. Things are in control for this offense, for first-time offensive coordinator Josh Grizzard. He's not biting off more than he can chew. They're taking it at a reasonable pace, is how I'm reading that quote. Good to see that. Then, Todd Bowles on how offensive coordinator Josh Grizzard has been performing in the call-it periods throughout training camp. He's executing well. It's call-it period, but at the same time, it's install period as well. He's not completely calling the game, but he's calling what he has in, and he's executing those very well. So, essentially from my understanding of what a call it period is, it is periods in the practice where, as it says in the name, Josh Grizzard is calling plays, like call the play, right? And Grizzard is doing that, so he is getting experience calling these plays, whereas install is where you have like weekly installs and stuff like that, depending on what team you're going up against, what matchup you're going up against, things along those lines. I think I have that correct. If I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments section below, but that is my understanding of what those two periods are. Again, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments section below. But again, more praise from Todd Bowles here in terms of being able to call things, to be able to install things. Grizzard is doing a good job with that. Also, finally, Todd Bowles on where he's seen the most growth from offensive coordinator Josh Grizzard. Bowles had this to say: I think they change all of the time because of the installation. When you first start calling it, you don't have much in, so you have to call what you have. Now it's about incorporating everything you've put in with everything else, in matching up the run with the pass by formation and motions, and putting together an offensive package where you can call it on a normal basis. I think we're just starting to see that right now. He did a very good job today, and he's been doing a great job since we started. So again, more confidence in what Josh Grizzard is doing in terms of putting together an offensive package, be it for a practice, be it for a game time situation. Just having a real offensive game plan coming together is my understanding of that quote. And we've heard other guys, the offensive line, quarterback Baker Mayfield, the wide receivers as well. They are all giving very glowing praises for Josh Grizzard as well, saying that he is a very smart man, a very meticulous game planner, a very just good football mind in the building. And I will say the early returns, the early quotes are encouraging, okay? Now, I'm going to be 100% honest. I still have my doubts and my worries with Grizzard because he still has that inexperience, right? But Todd Bowles and the Buccaneers organization is doing just about as much as they can to prepare Josh Grizzard as much as possible, okay? And I will say, for any first-time offensive coordinator, going up against Todd Bowles on a weekly basis, I think is a good thing. Because for as much as people might want to criticize Todd Bowles on certain aspects, such as play calling, or not play calling, apologies, but late game miscues, not using timeouts, these other different types of things of like the team being in a slump for the middle of the season, right? One thing that I don't think a lot of people can deny is that Todd Bowles is a very good defensive mind. He's a very good defensive play caller, okay? So with that being said, to go up against such a tenured veteran seasoned play caller in Todd Bowles is going to harden and solidify most offensive coordinators, right? And one thing that was so interesting to me as well is that throughout these quotes, you're not hearing anything that isn't like, hey, things are progressing too quickly. And like, obviously, a lot of these quotes are going to be positive, right? But one thing that's important to me is there is no panic there, right? It's important that we're not game planning, that they don't panic and continue on the path they're on. So Todd Bowles is very happy with the path that they're on. They're taking their time. They're working this through and are being thoughtful with the timeline of getting Grizzard as ready as possible. Because I don't care who you are, going from a positional coach to maybe a part-time play caller to a full-time offensive coordinator is going to be a difficult jump for anybody. That's just the way it is, right? It doesn't matter how bright of an offensive mind you are, it's still going to be a long process that requires a crap ton of work in your first year and in every year, right? So for Grizzard, it's good that they are taking their time. It's good that he's going up against a defensive mind in Todd Bowles, who's going to throw a lot of different unique things at Grizzard, which I think will only help sharpen his skills as an offensive coordinator. So glowing reviews from the Bucs, Todd Bowles, players, Mayfield, the offensive line, the wide receiver room on Grizzard so far to this point. What are your guys' thoughts and opinions about it? Let me know down in the comments section below. I would love to hear it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys all enjoyed. And as always, guys, I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now and go Bucs.